Sup guys, Trash Toku here. Let's talk about Ultraman Decker, episode number 17. We discovered that the reason for the investigation is the Terraphaser incident, and the fact that Agamas infiltrated the TPU's ranks is alarming HQ. Taiji isn't concerned about it because he already sent a detailed form, but the director is on his way to the God Select HQ. The internal affair director is an alien Metoro. Kanata comes in believing at first that she's Mamoru, but she introduces herself as Nigel. When Taiji is in the interrogation room, the rest talk about Kanata's mistake and how much aliens live so closely among them, like Alien Pete and the Grace family. Raimon says that even Decker is closer than what they think. Kanata defensively says that he wouldn't know who Decker is because he turns into a human, but Raimon believes that if they would look for things in common, like Kanata's injury, they can find Decker. Kanata gets defensive over it, but Raimon tells him that he's 1000% certain that he isn't Decker. In the interrogation room, Nigel asks Taiji about his relationship with Agamas. They scan Taiji to see if he has any traces of Agamas' home planet. Nigel shows that she's a biased interrogator because she believes that Taiji helped Agamas out. But suddenly, Gomas appears. Taiji returns to God Select HQ to deploy the team, but Nigel stops him and tells him that she's not finished with him. Taiji tells the rest of the team for the reason of Nigel's suspicion. The rest of the team doesn't believe Nigel, but Nigel clarifies that he repeatedly had special treatment towards aliens. Kanata and Ichika, they did the same thing as Taiji, and for some odd reason, Ichika just tells Nigel that she tries to steal the Mega Earth. Why? Taiji tells Nigel it doesn't matter because all of those incidents were approved by the TPU. Nigel asked Taiji about an incident that occurred 10 years ago, the reason that he was removed from his piloting duties to serve in a special unit. He took an unauthorized action in an operation that gave him 8 months suspension. He let Yudoran escape to save a civilian kid, but the kid was never found, so Nigel believed that he lied to let Yudoran escape. Nigel strips Taiji from his captain duties from now until they get to a conclusion. Something about that incident remind Raimon about the day that he and his parents escaped. Soa asks for Nigel to deploy the team. Nigel tells her that the only person that can do that is Taiji. She tells Nigel that they need to deploy the team now because if they don't, Gomores would wreak havoc in the city. Nigel tells her to not worry because this city has a defense system, so I believe that the defense system would not work for this size Gomores. She tells her again to not worry, and she asks from Hanjiro to play music. For some odd reason, Raimon finds something that can save Taiji. The defense system didn't work against Gomores. He destroyed all of the cannons. Raimon comes to Taiji and he tells him that he was the boy that he saved 10 years ago, and the reason that he was never found because after that incident he left the city. Nigel sees the destruction of the defense system and she's baffled that her data isn't going the way she thought. Taiji barges into HQ and he tells Nigel that they need to do something about this situation, and before she commands him to go back to detention, Raimon tells her that he was the boy that Taiji saved 10 years ago, and he shows her the TPU patch that Taiji gave him. The God's Falcon and the God's Hawk come in to save the city, and when Kanata understands that Gomez' skin is too tough, he transforms into Decker. He starts fighting the Gomez, but Kanata's arms start to hurt, and because of that, the Gomez starts overpowering him, and the Gomez made the God's Griffin crash. Luckily, the Norsedes helps Decker to stand up and transforms into Dynamic type. Gomez is destroyed by the combined power of the Miracle type Slash and the Norsedes cannon. Nigel apologizes to Taiji and she tells him that she's kind of jealous because of his subordinate, and when she leaves, she stares at Kanata almost like she knows something interesting. Taiji apologizes to the rest of the team and he believes that he's unfit to be a captain, but Raimon assures him that he's the right man for the job. Overall, fine episode. My biggest problem is the way that Nigel was characterized to be very incompetent and really dumb. The idea that they helped other aliens that actually didn't hurt other people and making it a decision of, oh my god, they're bad, probably they're helping Agamas, is a problem. And the reason that she didn't deploy the team is not only because of the defense system, because the only person that can do that is Taiji, where she put him in detention. It was a stupid reason, and having the entire character that believes that their data is so perfect is so fucking overused. And the character in the end learned their way and everything is fine. It's just kind of like a repetitive storytelling, specifically in Ultraman, and that's kind of a problem that continues on in each and every Ultraman season that I kind of have a problem with. Just the entire thing of making the director of Eternal Affairs seem that dumb is problematic. But now, for most of the good stuff, the fight scene is amazing, that Ultraman Rise is perfect, and I really like the way they kind of concluded the entire Raimon losing his parents arc, and understanding that Taiji was the person that saved Raimon, and that was great. That was a great kind of full circle moment that I liked. So yeah, it was a very kind of smaller scale episode that didn't really continue the story along, and next week is going to be a clip show. Again, I don't like this kind of structure for Ultraman of having like 500 clip shows in a 25 episode season. Not that big of a fan of. But yeah, next week we're going to get just Geats and Dawn Brother reviews. I am recording the Black Sun review. I wanted to do it around Friday, around a week after Black Sun debuted, but I kind of wanted to wait, and also I was kind of sick around the weekend. So yeah, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, have a great conversation down below. I would like to hear some of your opinions, and have a great rest of your day.